In a world that often feels like a whirlwind of expectations, it has pressures. There's quite a change. There's a revolution happening. There is a movement towards authenticity. There is a shift towards living in alignment with our deepest values and beliefs and passions. People are doing that. Around us are people from walks of life. We have artists, we have entrepreneurs, to students, to activists, doctors, and engineers. People everywhere are embracing their uniqueness. They are rewriting the script of their lives. People everywhere are reclaiming their voices, their love to being heard. They are being guided by their inner compass. They are being guided, they are fueled by passion. My story was different. Hi everyone, my name is Lydia, and today I want to share with you my journey. Welcome to Spark Safari once again. Glad to have you. For the longest time, I felt like I was living someone else's life. I followed the paths that were laid out by society, chasing successes and chasing approvals. I used to worry so much about fitting in, about conforming to other people's expectations of who I was. And you know, the sad part is I ended up feeling emptier and more disconnected from who I truly was. And deep down inside, I knew that something was missing. So as I was reading, one day I stumbled upon a quote that changed everything, and it read, "Authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we are supposed to be and embracing who we are." This quote left me questioning my essence, my existence. I kept asking myself, why do I find it challenging to step into the fullness of who I am? Of which I know it also resonates with you or someone else out there. Outward I smiled, and yes, I smiled big always, but inwards I was bleeding and the smile faded away day by day. So everything became a mixture of contemplation and lots of uncertainty. Your story may resonate with mine, or it might have its own version. It wasn't until I hit rock bottom, seriously, that I realized something in me had to change. So I started taking small steps towards authenticity. I spent time alone. I reflected on who I really was and what I truly wanted out of life. Journaling became my sanctuary. It allowed me to express my thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. I wrote. I also sought support from others who were on a similar journey or who have gone ahead of me, and this made a lot of difference in my life. It helped me to unravel who I was, and it just sparked a sense of self-awareness and enabled me just to make a turnaround to building a better version called me. Getting there was not easy, and truth be told, before you unravel who you are, it is clear as day that there are obstacles which we need to pinpoint that can help us make a considerable amount of change, which will skyrocket you to be a better and truer version of yourself and why you were created and why you are here. And as we get to that, kindly remember to like, subscribe now, and hit the notification bell. Be notified once again when a video goes live. So, challenge or obstacle number one, we have fear. The fear of rejection. This encompasses the fear of failure, the fear of not being enough, the fear of being told you're not enough. And many individuals fear that if they express their true self, they'll face rejection or disapproval from others. This fear can come or stem from past experiences or societal pressure to conform to certain norms. For instance, take a situation whereby a young man or a woman would love to follow art, but hesitates to pursue this kind of passion, maybe in music. And throughout, this person remains haunted by the echoes of doubt and criticism from your elders and your peers. And why? Because we are conditioned from a young age to seek external validation. And that pressure to fit in, to the extent of leading many to suppress who they are, who they desire to be, just in favor of being accepted by the people around you, or just because somebody said you are not this or you are not that, you don't qualify, your voice can't be heard, you can't sing, you can't act, you can't draw, you can't design. And in the long run, years pass by and age catches up with one, and they end up reflecting on the missed opportunities and the unfulfilled dreams which they could have when they were still young. You know, there is nothing so painful in the phrase, "I wish I knew," or "I wish I tried." Fear. Obstacle number 2, external validation. People often seek validation from others, which leads them to prioritize others over them being true to themselves. This constant need of validation can prevent you or any other person from embracing their qualities and what they can do. For instance, take a situation whereby you complete a task and you wait to be validated of your projects, or you're waiting praise or approval or being told your worth is good. And when you are praised, you feel good. Actually, it's a good feeling, a fleeting sense of relief. But when you are not praised, you are left disheartened and you doubt your abilities. External validation. Challenge number 3, or obstacle number 3, there is social conditioning. You know, the society imposes a lot of expectations and standards on people, which ends up shaping their beliefs and behaviors from a very young age. This social conditioning can create internal conflicts within. Take a scenario whereby a young man who has always felt the pressure to conform to traditional gender roles. Yeah, I know it will spark something, but growing up, this young boy is taught that men are supposed to be tough and stoic and emotionally reserved. But as a result, he learns to suppress his emotions and hide any signs of vulnerability, believing that showing or expressing his feelings could make him appear weak or unmanly. In the long run, this young man avoids discussing emotions with others, be it close friends, be it family members, just in the aspect of fearing ridicule. Even if he has a need that is way above him to handle, he says nothing. He cannot seek for guidance for people who have wisdom. However, over time, he recognizes that this kind of conditioning takes a toll on his mental health and well-being. If he opened up, maybe he could have solved something quite easily. Health is wealth is no longer a priority. Obstacle number 4, hesitance in taking risks. The fear of failure can always make people hold back from taking risks and pursuing their passions. They may worry that if they deviate from the conventional way or conventional path, or make unconventional choices, they will not succeed, or they might be judged negatively by others. So despite your passion, there is a hesitation to take risks. You fear disappointments, you fear rejection, you fear being judged. And sadly, there is a failure to make a move, one missed a chance, just because a risk was not taken. Obstacle number 5, comfort zone. People always feel comfortable and safe within spaces that they are familiar with, within their routines, within their environments. And stepping out of their comfort zone to embrace their real self, authentic self, it requires courage and vulnerability, which many may find difficult or challenging to navigate and get around. So we fail to realize the limitations that come along with comfort zones. While it offers a sense of security, it also stifles growth and the potential of one ending up becoming stagnant, simply because we are willing to embrace discomfort and uncertainty. In the long run, we fail to become. Why? Because we are so engulfed in our comfort zones. What am I trying to say, or what does this mean? Each challenge encountered on the path to life or on the path of being self, it serves as an opportunity for growth and an opportunity for self-discovery. So whether it be fear of rejection or fear of failure, social conditioning, self-doubt, the pressure to conform, comfort zones, hesitance to take risks, it presents a chance to reaffirm our commitment to living authentically and for us to deepen our understanding of who we truly are when we understand these obstacles and we are ready to face them head on. For me, it was through creative expression. I found my voice through writing, dancing, singing, and it was through these mediums that I discovered myself, becoming my being, and I got the sense of joy and fulfillment. And I've realized that true happiness, it blooms from within, not from without. Embracing your own uniqueness, the you. It is not an easy journey, and this journey is far from over. But every step I take, it brings me closer to fulfilling my life purpose and my meaning, and to why I was created and why I'm here. So, for you, remember that authenticity is not about being perfect. It's about being real to yourself, embracing your true self, and discovering a world of endless possibilities that are ahead of you. So, stay authentic, stay true, be you, practice you, and let the world experience the best version of you.